Hello, my friends. This is me, Shahjadur Rahman. Those who don't know me, let me introduce myself. I'm one of the most youngest natural bodybuilders in Bangladesh, and I'm also some rare natural bodybuilders, including on Asia. So yeah, I have built something actually great and something actually awesome. So if people like most people don't believe on like natural bodybuilding is because we all have like different beliefs. Some people think you have to use steroids, then you are gonna build such a body like me, and if you don't use steroids you cannot be stronger, or you cannot be just get shorter or just big. So I just came here to like say you the truth that how I have actually built this body. And yeah, I think this video is gonna be like 99% different from the other creators, is because I say all the time the truth. That's why I don't get like that much of views, but I really like to say the actual truth. I don't go and find somewhere to like, I don't go on that trending section that create as much as dopamine videos as possible, put false information on there to like get views. Like I do have like a different beliefs into myself that if I'm gonna do or if I'm gonna say something wrong, then I'm gonna put a negative effect on this world. So, and I think I'm a good and also an intelligent person. So I think the world is depend on cause and effect. So if I do something good, then whatever gonna happen on my life is gonna be good, is because I did something really great. So the question is, how can you build a physique like me? So now you guys think that he's gonna say something secret about a diet. He gonna say that there is something secret workout what nobody did, I have did, that's why I built this body. No, if you do have the mentality that yeah, you're gonna say some like secret workouts, some like secret foods to like create body, or like some secret supplements. No, this video is gonna be like a raw truth video, that like how I actually built this body. So I have started bodybuilding at the age of like 13. Yeah, so when it was like 2018, my right leg get broken. I have missed an academic year, and then I found out that I have to do something. So we all have the same dream to like do something in this world, but when it comes to like actually doing it, there's the time we just think, okay, I think it's not for me. So after like passing a month of my injury, I just told myself that, okay, you just passed 13 years in a row and you didn't did anything great what most people gonna love or gonna appreciate you or gonna admire you. And most importantly, you do have a father, so you must have to be proud, like, right? So that's the question I have asked on myself, and I just found out, yeah, I do have to do something. So on 2028, I was around like 28 kilos. So you can understand that how skinny 28 kg body can look like. So, and I'm really sorry that my English is not that much good, but I'm just trying to like speak, and I hope you guys will understand what I'm going to say. So I often get criticized by people, by friends, that why I'm so skinny, why I'm so black, so all of this kind of thing. And often people say me like nigga. So at the time, I don't find out that what I have to do and what I can do. But there are some days, there are like some times something turn up on your mind and you just think you have to do it. So yeah, that's the reason I have started my body, is because I often get criticized. My father get criticized for me, like, is this your son? People just call my father, is this your son? Okay, so that put a like an anger on myself. And those people who just say that anger is not a good emotion, those people say like anger is really destructive, I just think that anger is not like that. Anger is like so powerful and energetic thing. If you can put the anger on the right place, you can build something greater, something powerful. So those who just like try to avoid anger, that's not good. You have to have an anger, you have to have high egos, then you are going to do actually something. So I just started bodybuilding, and at the time I was basically researching that how do bodybuilders have this kind of physique, and how they just build this physique. Like, the questions come on my mind, how can I build the same body? And at that time I don't understand anything about like steroids. I don't understand at that time that how much protein I have to intake, how much carbohydrates I have to intake, how much fats I have to intake. But at the time I do understand that one thing, that I do have to do something in this world, and that have to be so hard. I mean so hard, like what most people even don't dream to do. So I just started bodybuilding. So that's the first step. So most people who just like think to do something but not actually doing it, you guys are like doing this wrong. You have to doing this, you have to just start. And once you're gonna start, and once you're gonna like start learning about that work, you're gonna learn more, and the more you're gonna learn, the better you're gonna get. But at first you have to take that action, otherwise it cannot be on that way. So I have started bodybuilding. At that time I remember that for around like 2 years straight, like I don't have any kind of equipment to do bodybuilding. I don't have that much of money. At that time my father don't have that much of money to like provide me like those high pay protein foods, like those supplements, like those foods, what I just eat now. So at the time I just think, this is my condition, and there will be someday it's gonna get better, but I do have to do something, and I have to keep doing this thing. I have did this thing for like around like 1 month. So if I'm gonna leave this work, it means nothing. What I've just put on here, that's don't create any kind of value. So what I just did is kind of mistake. So I just started doing the thing, and doing the thing for like a long period of time, for like straight 2 years. I just did workout on my room. I just learned what to do, I just learned what to eat. But at the time I don't have any kind of gym on my places. At the time I was living in a rural place, it's like in a village. So on 2018 to on 2020 there was like no gym on there. So thing is, I just thought that it's been over 2 years. I just have a six pack now, and I do have like a lean aesthetic body, what most people like. So those who just like want to be something in this world, like any of this thing, you have to just take the action. You have to take the first step, and you have to do the same step every single day. You can go for like 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. The more day you're gonna pass doing that same exact thing, the more better you're gonna get. So often people who just say to me that, yeah, I don't have a fancy gym, I don't have that much of money to eat, I don't have that much of money to like sustain a healthy life. I will say like those people that what I was just saying is an excuses. Look bro, let me tell you a story. That when my father died, and when I just started understanding this world, and I just found out that what I just did, everything is gonna have no value, everything is gonna get crushed. And if I am gonna leave this work, or leave my hobby, or leave my dream work, I would myself would like value nothing. What I just did is gonna mean nothing. So I just think, okay, you don't have a place to live, you don't have that much money to like eat, so why not to just take a risk, just do this thing, just try to do this thing. And at that time I just found out, okay, I don't have enough money to like buy food, so what I can do. So I was having a camera which was like Canon 1200D, and I was having a phone, the model was like itel something, yeah. So the phone name was itel. So I just sold like those two accessories for like getting foods. So people who just say that I do have like this much of money to like sustain to do bodybuilding. I will just say that if I just like started my bodybuilding after passing my dad, or the time I have to like take responsibility of my families, but still on the time, if I just took that decision, so I think your life is not that much worse like me. So you can do it, and I have full faith on you. So that's the thing. And the second most important thing is like what I just said to you on the story, that is fully depend on belief. If you don't believe on yourself, and if you don't have that strong belief that you are gonna do it, I think you are gonna get fail. And please don't take it like in a sad way. You have to have like in a very strong belief. Doesn't matter whatever other people gonna say, doesn't matter how many times you're gonna get failed. I think you're gonna win if you have that much of strong faith on yourself. Yeah, I could do something in this world. So unless or until I am not gonna get in a place in my life, you will see me that I will create the same videos on the same place every single day or like every single week. I just try my best to do it. And one of the most important things to build a physique like me, that is having a deep level of analyzing mind. Yeah, so if you don't have a analyzing mind, and if you cannot research enough on your body, and if you cannot research enough that why you are doing all of this, what's gonna put impact on your body, what's gonna don't put any impact on your body, if you cannot just like think about those things, I think you're not gonna build a body like me, or I think you're not gonna build anything in this life. So you have to think, and you have to heavily analyze on your life that what you are doing and what you are not doing. And it's like what I can say, it's like damn important to analyze that what you are doing and what you are not doing, and why you are doing it, how you are doing it. To understand the thing what you are doing right now, the work you are doing right now, it basically creates your future. So those who just think, okay, I'm gonna do that work from the next day, you have to understand that from the next day, if you started doing that thing, and from that day you have started building a future. So you have to be very, very careful what you are doing. And if you think that I am doing something great, I am doing something actually valuable, and I think what I'm just doing is gonna like put much more better or much more higher value than other work, then you're gonna basically win in this life. Even the results are like getting really low, but there are just chances to like get in a super position, is because the vehicle you choose, it's the actual vehicle. So you have to understand this thing. And if you don't analyze what you are doing, if you don't analyze on your life, you could fail, man. And please take this thing seriously. Even though if you don't do bodybuilding, even though if you don't like go with the right thing, you have to analyze for your life. Is because people who are so rich on this world, people who did something on this world, they do have more intelligence than you. So you have to understand that they do know much more better about this world more than you. So you have to think about that. Now we just talk about like 3 things to build a physique, also to build a life. The number 4, that is having a Superman type of consistent behavior. So what we just think and what we just know about consistent behavior, that is doing something for like a longer or like a consistent period of time, right? But you have to understand why I have just put this word consistent behavior. So we do all have different characters on the, like in front of different people. Even we do have like different characters in front of ourselves. Some days we just think we are good, some days we just think we are bad. But what we just have to think that what we are doing, and if I'm gonna do this work for like a long period of time, maybe for like 2 years, 3 years, or for like a decade, does this gonna work? So you have to put that thinking on there. And if you just think, okay, it's gonna work, so you have to do it, right? So everything what you are gonna do it by just using your behavior. If you don't have that behavior to do that thing for like in a consistent period of time, you will get failed, man. Doesn't matter how much discipline you are, doesn't matter how like big resources you have. If you are not that much of consistent, if you don't have that much interest to like develop that thing, to know more about that thing, you could fail. I will like guarantee you will be failed. So having a consistent behavior is damn important. And number 5, this is the most important, like what I can say, this is like most important thing to understand. You have to count your distractions, the behavior you put on yourself to like distract yourself. So from 2018 and still now from 2024, I don't ever committed a serious relationship into my life ever, and still now I don't have a girlfriend. So why I don't have a girlfriend? People just call me crazy because people just say this guy have like a really great body, he have a very good physique, like he have a very good like morals, he have a very good personality, he looks so handsome. But why this guy don't go to any relationship? What's the matter? Do he have any kind of problems? You guys understand what I'm just saying? But in this return, I just think that you have to give a lot of time to impress a woman. Doesn't matter you have six pack, you have a very great body. If you want her heart, you have to give a whole bunch of effort for her and a whole bunch of time to her. And if you are like an intelligent person, you will know the time is one of the most valuable asset in this world. So I think having a girlfriend or like doing dates for like hours and hours, it's not gonna give me like a higher value. And what I'm gonna do, it can be a waste of time, is because you don't know that the girlfriend you are just like dating with, she's gonna be with you for like more than 5 months or like 5 years. You don't know. So the amount of effort you are gonna put into her, the amount of money you are gonna put into her, the amount of thinking you are gonna put into her, it can be like worthless. So that's why I don't go for like relationships. So that's the biggest distraction we do have on this world right now, still right now, and that is kind of natural. But what's unnatural and how to have control? Look, we do have control on ourselves, and if we don't have, we can call mad. So you can see it's 224. So the day the shorts contents have been invented on this world, the world get in danger. So what does it mean? So if you are a guy who's just consuming shorts all the day, those short form contents, what is like around like from 15 seconds to 1 minute, so that you are basically affecting your dopamine level, and the most importantly, you're just getting lack of focus. You just find more higher satisfying dopamine content, like just give a good satisfaction on your brain, but you just forget you have to do something really great on this world, but you just forget about the thing. There are like people on this world who are like so intelligent, who just I know these people like who are just like so intelligent, so hardworking, but they just put their mind on the trap, and now I think they just forget about to even think. So that's how like those agendas controlling our brain. So that's why they just put this short form content like everywhere, and we cannot just shift our focus into something else when it comes to like go, like when it comes to like doing something actually great, hard, where like what takes something like in a very big amount of time or to like do that thing. That is absolutely crazy. If you don't have that focus to do that thing, if you don't have that focus to think about your life, if you don't have that focus to do something in this world, that what you're gonna do, you're not gonna do something, and you're gonna basically called a slave. So that's how they're just creating delve into this world. And if you just put your brain into there, and you will just find out that everything what you're just doing right now and everything what you're gonna do, it's all depend on your phone. If it's gonna hurt you, you're not gonna do it. If it's gonna like makes you great, you're gonna do it for like a certain period of time. Is because you get motivation from there, and you just think, okay, I'm gonna crush it. But after 5 minutes later or just 15 minutes later, you just forget it. Do you understand? That's how they are just playing with your dopamine level. That's how they are just playing with your brain. And if you're like actually an intelligent guy, I do think that you're gonna you are gonna just be aware from the shit, and it's really really important to like think about your distraction. I know people who just scroll 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours in a day. You understand how scary that is, how like they how actually they are controlling our brain. And you cannot even just like shout, it's because you like or like you love this thing to watch. So those people who just like basically control our brain, they're like so good at like controlling our brain. They know how to manipulate us. They are gonna like play with our emotions, and they know what they can do with us to like create slaves. And you have to understand this thing very very properly, that if you're gonna do something in this world, you have to protect your focus. On the day you're gonna distracted, you're gonna lose something. So never ever compromise with your focus. Your focus is much more important than anything else. If your mind constantly saying to you, you have to do that thing, you're gonna do that thing and you will make it, and your mind is on the right path. But if your mind just say, okay, let's just go on social media and just scroll, bro, you're not gonna do anything something great in this world. Is because you do have a scrolling brain. Everything what you do for like in a short period of time, everything what you do in your life to like satisfying yourself for like a short period of time. So you have to think about this thing, that how distraction can end your life. And I think if you're an intelligent guy, you will take care of these 5 things and you will put the 5 things into your life very very correctly, and you will get the result. If you're a fool guy who just love to scroll, who's gonna skip this video and just think, okay, I will do it later, bro, you don't know. In later you can get die, in later you can, maybe you don't have that opportunity to do that thing. So use what you have and get what you want. So that's the message from me, and I hope you guys get something valuable, and I will be really happy if you get some value from this video, and if you can get better by watching this video.